let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T-Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Will, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart, with a soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be.
Welcome, Atlanta Falcon fans. Welcome, everybody, to the Terry and Carrie Show with your host, T. Will, and my friend and podcast compadre, BPE Carrie, 21 Carrie, or Miss Carrie, baby, whichever you choose. How you doing, Miss Carrie? All
I'm
well?
doing I'm doing great. The bye week is finally over. I'm back from the Bahamas. Had a great time and yeah, Falcons football is finally back. We got Monday night football, prime time matchup, wearing the red helmets like my caption says, happy red helmet week. I'm a big fan of those and we play very well in those, so I'm looking forward to it.
Mm. Yeah, me too, man. Hopefully we'll get a victory. You know what, Carrie? I just we're able. I think we're eligible to change our uniforms next year. I hope we go back to the throwbacks, man. I just think that'd be great, or at least a modified version of them, like
I
the red
agree.
jerseys, the white jerseys, the gray pants, the black jerseys, like just something that encompasses all of that, and the red helmets. Oh, I would love that. I think that would be great. But
Me too.
hey, you said what?
Well, to your point, I think we were actually eligible this year, but obviously we didn't get any, and I think that has to do with like the cap situation with Kirk Cousins' contract. But I think next year we'll definitely get them. There's no way that the Falcons don't see, between outcries on social media for new jerseys as well as the numbers of sales. Like you can, for example, when I was trying to get a Penix jersey, you can find the home and away jersey. The throwback is the one that's always sold out.
Yeah.
So I feel like most fans feel the same way as us, that they want a new design and something new. We've never won any playoff games in this jersey currently. I don't know. It's time to start fresh, in my opinion, and I'd
Let's
love that.
do
To
it,
your
man.
point.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. We got some folks in the chat. Falcon Commander says good 2025 week 6 Thursday. Go Atlanta Falcons. Rise up, Dirty Birds. Carlos says barbecue bison coming up. I love it. Falcon Commander says ready for some Monday night football and Home Depot backyard pregame tailgating. Go ATL
Nice.
Falcons, rise up, Dirty Birds. And last but not least, Falcon Commander says good 2025 week 6 Thursday. Big pause. Penix Energy Carry. And there we go. Miss Carrie, we got an assortment, an array of topics to cover today. But one of them that was very entertaining to me was an article that you shared with us where this podcast, this Panthers podcast, actually suggests that we are jealous of them, that our beloved Atlanta Falcons are jealous of them. And guys, I know it's ridiculous. Okay, it is. It's totally ridiculous. I have no idea why they would even say something like that. But guys, let me set the scene here a little bit. Okay, the Falcons' record versus the Panthers is 37 victories. Okay, and 23 losses, meaning we've beaten them 37 times. We've lost to them 23 times. What are we jealous of, Panthers? Help me out. Are we jealous because you guys got creamed in the Super Bowl? I mean, at least we showed up, right? I mean, yeah, it was 28-3, but we led. You guys got your little patooties kicked against Denver. Now, if you want to go back to New England in 2003, whatever. But I'm trying to understand why we would ever be jealous of anything in Carolina. And no disrespect to any Panther fans, but what I may be kind of uh broaching the topic of disrespect. I'm not, but your stadium is not great. Uh, we've dominated you in competition. Like, what would we be jealous of? Your owner? No. Your uniforms? No. Your controversies? No. I mean, what would we be jealous of, Panther fans? Like, honestly, Carrie, help me out here, right? Like, you got Ray Caruth, who was the idiot that murdered his girlfriend and kept her in the trunk and got caught. Well, he got caught in somebody else's trunk, but not a shining moment for their franchise. I don't know
Right.
that we've had any murderers, right? On it. So that's one for us, right? Uniforms, definitely Falcons. Record, okay. We
So
dominated them
I'm not
37 to
jealous of them at
23.
all. Clearly, you're not jealous of them. I'm not jealous of them. To your point, I think they're a little bit delulu, as the people younger than me call it.
I agree.
I just feel like I don't know that I do think that they're not trolling. I think they truly believe that, and I think their thing is they're just hanging on to the 30-0 win because their team is so bad, and we literally just gave away a win, unfortunately, and gave them false hope because their team is not good. So I don't know. I'm not jealous. Their thing is like they've had equally as much success as us. Like we have been around much longer than them. So I guess that's what they're saying. And then unfortunately, in recent matchups, the last two, they beat us pretty badly, unfortunately. So
Yeah, but
they're just
that's
hanging
I
on
mean
to
that
anything.
that's
Yeah.
one game, Carrie. Like that, like I'm sorry. That makes no sense to me. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's look at this. Atlanta Falcons fans are envious of the Carolina Panthers franchise. It took Carolina less than 30 years to accomplish what Atlanta did in damn near 60. Every franchise has its ups and downs, but overall, we have equal Super Bowl appearances, more NFC South titles, a better all time winning percentage, and an all time great QP is more fun than theirs. Like that shit sounds like something Girl Scouts would make up at a sleepover party. Like that's
Oh,
so
wow.
ridiculous.
And to your point,
That
I
I
think
don't
that yeah,
I
they're
don't
trying to say
understand that.
Cam is better than Matt Ryan, which I don't agree with. I respect Cam Newton, and he is an MVP winning quarterback just like Matt Ryan, but I do think Matt Ryan was consistent for longer. So I
Without a
think he's,
doubt.
yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, look, no disrespect to Cam. I like Cam, but he would never be Matt Ryan. Okay. And that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna split hairs over that, but bottom line, these guys, it's like it's something you tell yourself, right? It's like this seems like this seems like that the Panthers are the smart girl who's kind of cute, right? But she still got her braces and her retainer in. Like it's probably 3 or 4 more years before she's really hot, right? Like she's the kind of girl that when she graduates college, maybe she'll be hot, but she's got some rough years ahead of her, right? She's got the retainer, right? She's got a little bit of the underbite, you know what I mean? Everything hasn't filled out yet, right? But she really likes this guy who asked her to dance at a party, right? And now this guy is dating the hot chick who's the Falcons, and she's saying, "Oh, well, he only dated her. He's only dating her because he couldn't handle me. I mean, I'm just as pretty as she is. I'm just as accomplished. So what? The only thing she has going for her is she's rich. She's a football cheerleader and she's gorgeous. But other than that, I got it in space. Like, I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. Like, and again, I'm not propping up the ops, but if you were the Bucks or the Aints, I could see the argument. Now we hate the Aints,
Right.
okay?
To your point,
And
T. Will, I feel like the Panthers, even before the season started, they were the loudest fan base.
Yeah.
in our division, and for what? Like, it was shocking to me. They talk way more crap than the Bucks do. And if to me, if I was a Bucks fan, I'd be talking all the talk because I mean, hey, you've won the division 4 times in a row and you recently won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years. So I could see them talking their ish, but honestly, they're much quieter on social media than the Panthers fans. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't I
most
don't
of us
get
have
it.
said that Panthers try to be like shout out to Larry from the Dixon Way. He says that the why do they try to be our rival so badly? And it is so true. They're a division foe, but they're not our rival. The Aints are a rival. They're the only team we hate in our division. I respect the Bucks. And like I said, they have a reason to talk their ish, but the Panthers, they're just like, how most of us say, the little brother that like just tries too hard and they
I
want to be relevant. We just really don't care. Like, I'm
I
just
just like this is such a reach, right? This is a reach. I mean, this is like Carrie, you and I were talking about this off screen. In order for the records to be 500, they have to sweep us for 7 years, Carrie. Seven. They forgive
yes.
debt after 7 years, Carrie. Like you don't even owe anybody. Like you're not even close, right?
Right.
I don't. I honestly, what I think this is, I think this is a distraction because of how much in disarray their franchise is. So they're like, oh, look over here. We're just, you know what I mean? It's like it's a distraction because you guys suck. That's I don't know, whatever. Whatever. Okay, it's fine. I just that one caught my attention, and I still haven't figured out why you would even put that out there. But whatever, man. All good. Falcon
Yeah,
Commander
I was gonna
says
say, T Will, like we've given these Panthers fans too much of our
way
time
too much
already. Let's
time.
move on because they're irrelevant.
Agreed. 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 Falcon Commander says cool T Will and Big Pictures Energy. Carrie want OG helmet and uniform as primary. Hey, me too.
Yes.
Nando says we're going 21 carry on Monday, 29-16. It's gonna be a show.
Oh
King
wow, I love
Richie.
it.
Hey, I love it.
Love it,
King Richie
Nando.
says, hey family, what's good? I'm ready for Monday.
Hi,
That's
King
what's up,
Richie.
King. That's what's up. We got Dixon Way in the chat. He says, good morning, peeps. Man, why do the Panther fans try to be our rivals so badly? We are division foes, but never rivals. Not with them. Falcon Commander says them cats always get semi-cocky when they get a victory against us. Nothing new, even when they having a losing season. Go ATL Falcons, rise up, Dirty Bird. Dixon Way says, did you have fun on your vacation, Carrie? And that's a good question, Carrie.
I
Did
did.
you have
Thank you,
fun on your
Larry.
vacation?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you, Larry. Much needed, break from reality during the bye week. I love the Bahamas, so it was nice. And yeah, I'm so happy though that now it's over because that means we're one day closer to prime time hosting Falcons football, Monday night football, I believe for the first time since 2017 or 2018. So that's pretty big, hosting Monday night football Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So I am so looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it's like 2 Sundays without Falcons football because we got to wait till Monday. But
Yeah.
hey, I'm really looking forward to it. I think we have a good shot to beat the Bills. I'm feeling pretty good. As long as we get the Falcons offense that came out against the Commanders, then
Yeah.
not the one against the
Definitely.
Panthers. That's the big thing though, is like we have to see which Falcons offense is coming out. And I'm hoping we get the Commanders one. I'm hoping we turn a new leaf and that's what we're gonna see going forward, more consistency and spreading out the ball to all our weapons like we did against Washington.
No, that's a great point. Dixon Way says T Will just described Travis Kelsey old girlfriend on Taylor Swift, to be honest. That is a perfect analogy, Dixon. That is perfect. So for those of you who don't know, Travis used to date this young lady, and she's been very vocal about when she left him. Oh, I didn't pay for anything. I didn't do
Kayla
anything.
Nicole.
Right.
Kayla
Yeah.
Nicole.
And she was just, oh, she went on this rant about how much better her life and how much better her life is without Travis. And then Travis meets Taylor Swift. I mean, hello, like Miss Pop America, which is so funny because now there are memes going around about his ex girlfriend. Like, oh my God, look at you now. And he's absolutely right. That is this scenario with the Panthers. He's 100% right. Good call out, Dixon Way. Dixon Ray says, "Sup, King Richie." Dixon Way says, "Beating us is their Super Bowl." You are 100% right.
Yeah, that's
Got
true.
Mactown Dirty in the chat, says, "Good morning." Good morning, Mactown Dirty. So, Carrie, let's get into these Falcons and this matchup and all this other jazz. Uh let's look at some of the metrics going in, because this is going to be, I believe, quite the battle. I think this is going to be a good game, and I think the Falcons can win it because they can run the ball. But Falcons are 2-2, second in the NFC South. Points 476. Right now they're averaging 19 points per game. Points against 86. They're giving up 21.5 points per game. Their defense is number one overall in yards allowed. I'm gonna say that again because I don't know that I've been around, or at least I wasn't old enough to understand the Falcons were number one in defense in my existence. Falcons are number one in overall defense. Carrie, I never thought I'd see the day. Ha! I mean, I'm living in paradise right now. Okay. Offense, 1,451 total yards, 546 rushing, 947 passing. Third downs, 23 of 55. Fourth downs, 4 of 8. Bills are 4-1, first in the AFC East. They're averaging 30.6 points per game, third in the NFL. Josh Allen has 1,217 passing yards, 70.4% completion rate, 108.4 rating. Yeah, he's killing it. Bills rushing for 154.4 yards. That's second in the NFL. Key injuries for us, AJ Terrell. Now, AJ did practice the other day. We don't know if he's going to play. I believe Raheem said that's a game time decision. But Carrie, looking at these stats, looking at these numbers, how does this matchup line up for you? Give me your thoughts on it.
Um, I think we match up well.
Yeah.
Um, I think we have one of the best run games, two of the best, arguably top two running back duo in the league. My thing is like we just gotta stick to what works, and that's the run game. Please,
Yeah.
Zach Robinson, do not get away from the run game. Like, the Bills' run defense is pretty terrible, and we're very good at running the ball. I mean, I believe Bijan's like he's on pace for like 2,400 yards from scrimmage this
Mm-hmm.
season.
Mm-hmm.
Which last year Derrick Henry, King Henry, led the NFL with 2,200. So yeah, I think Bijan is on pace for a career year. He was offensive player of the month last month, first
Mm-hmm.
one of the season. I think you do exactly what you did against the Commanders. You run the freaking ball and then, use Bijan. He's a special talented player. And when the defense starts getting real tired out, you want to give Bijan a break, put Tyler in there. I think we had a great game plan with running the ball against the Commanders, and I just think that there's just absolutely no way that Zach Robinson doesn't keep that same game plan, knowing how bad that Buffalo's run defense is. Um, but that's what I'm thinking as far as like running the ball, as far as how we could be successful. Um,
Yeah. No,
that to me,
agreed.
that's what they really need to do is run the ball. And running the ball can help with controlling time of possession, which we obviously don't want Josh Allen to get the ball because hello, he's the reigning MVP last
Mm-hmm.
season. One
Yeah.
might argue Lamar Jackson should have earned it, but regardless, he's the reigning MVP. He's a special
Mm-hmm.
player, top five quarterback in the league, not number five. I mean, he's very good, and not just as a passer, but also, as far as rushing too. Like he can score, he can, get out of the pocket and extend plays. So we're gonna have to work really hard to make sure that he doesn't get use his legs. Him and uh gosh, I'm blanking right now. Uh
James Cook.
James Cook, geez, he had
Mm-hmm.
a touchdown every game so far except for last week. So,
Yeah.
and he's one of the best running backs in the league as well. He's not Bijan Robinson, but
Yeah,
He's still very good.
he's pretty
And
darn
I
good.
think yeah, I think he has like already 5 or 6 touchdowns on the season. So he's having a great season as well to start. I'm hoping another thing I would say as well, T will to for us to win this game is we have to stop settling for field goals. And I think we finally stopped doing that against the Commanders.
Hmm.
Especially to beat the Bills, who consistently put up 30 plus points a game. You're not
Yep.
going to be able to beat them by, oh, they scored a touchdown. Okay, instead of matching that, you're going to settle for a field goal. You're just
Hmm.
not going to beat them that way. Because to your point, their defense is not that good, but their offense is probably top 5 in the league. And that's
Yeah.
exactly why, as of right now, they're 4-1. So, um yeah, you have to basically match their energy, and I think that in order to beat them we're going to have to score touchdowns. I mean, we
Yeah.
can't go 3 and out, we can't stall in the red zone, we can't do what we did against the Vikings and go 1 for 5 in the red zone. We have to clean that up.
Agreed. Ronnie Thomas says, "What up, everyone? What's up,
Ron.
Ron?" Falcon Commander says, "Yes, we got the number one defense. Go TL Falcons. Go ATL Falcons. Rise up, Dirty Birds." Matt Tom Dirty says, "All we needed was a decent defense the last time we played the Bills, and it would have been a win."
True.
Nando says, "Tyler Algier needs 15 carries for my X factor for Monday's game, and they can't stop our run game." And that is a good point. I think a perfect formula is Bijan getting 20 carries, Tyler getting 15. Falcons got to use ball control and keep Josh Allen off the field. That's number one. Both of these teams do a great job of possessing the ball. So Falcons average possession 33 minutes per game. I believe the Bills average 34 minutes per game. Something's got to give. We got to be able to get out there and run that ball, keep the ball away, and score. And when you're on defense, I look at rushing Josh Allen as like taking a shot at the king. You better not miss, right? So when you go after Josh Allen, you got to do two things. Number one, you have to maintain your lane discipline, right? If you're
Right.
outside, you better stay outside. If you're inside, you better stay outside. Close the pocket, right? Even if he's got to throw it away, close the pocket. Do not let him escape. That is number one. Number two, you got to shut down that run game. And again, number three, you got to play complementary football. To your point, Carrie, when we get it, we got to score touchdowns and we got to go on long drives. But again, this
Right.
game is favorable for the Falcons because their defense is porous. Falcon
Right.
Commander says, T. Will, I thought you was around for Grits Blitz. Go Atlanta Falcons, rise up, Dirty Birds. I was, but I was probably like 7
Okay.
Falcon Commander. So, I couldn't give you stats and all of that stuff.
I can though. I
Nan
was around that time. No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay. Um, I, I got a joke in my head, but I'm not going to say it. Nando says Zach Robinson has to call a run-centric game on Monday.
I
Agreed.
agree. And to
Yeah.
Nando's point, he's had 2 weeks to prepare. So to me, there's really no excuse for him not to have a good game plan because you had extra time to prepare for arguably your toughest opponent on the schedule.
Mhm. Agreed. Agreed 100%. Dixon Way says Zach likes to get cute though, Carrie. Look what I can do in my big love voice. Look what I can do. Shout out to Big Low Country. I love it, Dixon Way.
Yes, shout out to Big Low.
Rod says Jalen Walker knows how to cook. Yep. Or no, Jalen Walker knows cook. That I think that's what he's saying. Jalen Walker knows cook. James Cook, I
Okay.
guess, referring
Okay.
to. Dixon Way says, agreed, Nando. Christy Lewis. What's going on, Miss Christy? We got AFN ladies in the chat. How you doing, Miss Christy?
Hi,
Hopefully
Christy.
you are doing well, my friend. Miss Christy Lewis from Mississippi. M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Our resident Falcon fan and lady of AFN. How you doing this morning? Hopefully you are doing well. Christy Lewis says, hey, good morning, Falcon fans. So hey, guys in the chat, I know we've all, kind of, put some suggestions in there. What are some things that number one, I know the Falcons have to rush the ball, right? I know they got to be able to run the ball successfully. They're going to have to do that. You're going to, even because if you want to establish play action, you're going to have to be able to run the ball. So that is essential. You're going to have to be able to get Josh Allen on the ground. That is essential. Can you guys think of anything else? And Carrie, I will, I'll defer to you. Can you think of
Okay.
anything else we need to do to win this
Yes.
game?
Besides, execute in the red zone, not settle for field goals, score touchdowns because they're going to be scoring touchdowns. Like I said, 30
Hmm.
plus points a game. Besides that, two other things I would say, and I kind of touched on it earlier, is that we need balance with the run game with Bajan and Tyler. Both of them, like, we don't need to see Tyler get one carry in the game like we did against Carolina. That
Agreed.
is
Agreed.
criminal, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Um, he needs 15 plus carries as well as Bajan. They both need 15 plus carries. And do exactly what you did against the Commanders. Bring Tyler in there once it's like, give Bajan a break after he does the insane, beautiful things that he does on the football field,
Mm.
in the dominant way that he runs the ball and even catches the ball. Bring Tyler on to, tire out the defense. Once they're already tired, just let him tire them out even more. And so my thing is the Falcons are 10-3 when Tyler gets 15 plus carries in a game. I'll say it one more time. Falcons are 10-3 if Tyler gets 15 plus carries in a game. He got 16 against the Commanders. So that made 10-3. So we were 9-3. So my thing is that stat right there should show you when Tyler runs the ball and Bajan also runs the ball, special things happen. You're going against one of the worst run defenses in the league. I think right now after their last game, they're what, 28th now? They were 30th. So my thing is do what works, right? And do what you're good at, and that's running the football. So, yeah, I think that's the main thing we need to work on. And as far as the defense goes, I don't have many complaints about the defense. They've exceeded expectations, in my opinion. They're night and day better than what they were last season. But I would say passing defense has been great. We haven't allowed a 300-yard game. But mind you, the Bills haven't had under a 300-yard game on offense this season. So I think that's going to be an interesting matchup. I think this is going to be the biggest test for our Falcons defense who
Yes.
hasn't allowed 300 yards in a game,
Yes.
um, because the Bills consistently do that. So I think that's pretty big matchup we'll be looking for. But I think my thing is we're really good with the passing defense. We're like middle of the pack as far as run defense. So my thing is like James Cook as well as Josh Allen, you got to contain those guys because you got a really good running back and you got a quarterback who's a dual threat and he can run the balls as well. So to extend plays. So my thing is like run defense has to be on point.
No, yeah.
And we can win this game easily. So and shock
No,
the world, which I'm praying we do because I already
yeah.
warned you guys previously, but I'm warning you again. I'm gonna be insufferable if we beat the Bills in the red helmets on prime time, where the world is watching. Who just everyone thinks that we're not even making the playoffs. The Bucks are making winning the division again for the fifth time in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty insufferable because I think, in my opinion, the Bills are our toughest opponent on the schedule,
Yeah.
and if we beat them in prime time. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to tell me nothing, personally.
Man, you can't tell me nothing. I
I
love it.
mean,
I love it.
honestly, T Will, like, I'm
Amen.
really looking forward to this game, to be honest. I think we have a
Yeah.
great chance to win this game. And I also forgot to mention, too, I think we have to keep Kyle Pitts involved because he's
Oh
been
yeah.
our most reliable receiver this season.
Hmm.
And I believe it was the 2021 season we last played
Hmm.
Buffalo. I could be wrong on that, but it was a few years ago. It was a snowy game in Buffalo, and Kyle Pitts had a great game that game. So I think keep him involved. He's showing that he can be a reliable target in this offense this season. So hopefully, he's an X factor in this game. And sorry, I forgot to also include one more stat. The Falcons are 13-3 when they're wearing the red helmets since 2009. So 13
Love
and
it.
3. Like so not only do we have the red helmet energy on our side, 13-3, but you put Tyler out there for 15 plus carries, we're 10-3. With him getting the ball, consistently in a game. So I think those are two big things on our side.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Christy Lewis says, "Thanks, Carrie, for keeping the fellas in order around."
I try. Thank you,
Hey,
Christy.
I hear that. Dixon Way says, "Pray." That's what we got to do. We got to pray. Hey, prayer
Yes.
changes things, as my mother, who was a pastor, used to say. Craig Dirty South, what up, Craig? Craig says,
Hey,
"Dominate both
Jay.
on O line and D line. Win time of possession. Catch 2 to 4 interceptions that Josh Allen is known for because he will put the ball in harm's way regardless, scoring TDs instead of field goals." Well, all right, Craig, I
I
can dig it,
mean,
man.
yeah, I agree with him wholeheartedly on that. The only thing I would say is that Josh Allen has really cleaned up the interceptions. Honestly, he's gotten better about putting the balls in harm's way. I'm hoping though we do pick him off a few times. That'd be great, honestly.
I hope so
Um,
too.
but he has
Dixon Way.
gotten better with that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Dixon Way says Xavier Watts gets a pick six and Allen. Craig says, and whoop Josh Allen's arse. Monte Carlo says, my new hat just in time.
Came
Oh,
just in
my new
time.
hat came just in time to shine. Oh, hey,
Love
send
it.
us a pic. Send us a pic with your hat on, Carlo. I know you're probably driving, but I mean, maybe for next show or whenever you can, just send us a pic of
Speaking
your
of
new hat.
that, T Will, just so everybody knows, at 10 a.m. Eastern, so an hour ago, the Falcons just released, since it's throwback, week. They released a throwback collection. So if anybody's interested, you should check it out. They released like two little flags and
Mm-hmm.
a woman's shirt, a men's hat, and I think
Mm.
two jackets, if I remember right. I really love the throwback hats, red with the black throwback logo.
Oh,
Very
I
nice.
love
So
it, man.
yeah,
I
it's really
love it.
nice. So you guys should go check that out.
I love it. I tell you, my favorite Falcons throwback jersey. So there's a William Andrews, and those of you old heads, this is not you, Carrie. This was long
Oh,
before
I was
you
about to say I'm
reconsidered.
I'm here. Oh,
Okay, but those of you old heads,
okay.
it's like a gray and red shirt, but it's like on one side of it is gray, the other side of it is red. It's so dope. It is so dope. I saw Carrie. What the last game we went to, Carrie, against the Bucks?
Yeah,
I saw a guy with it. Oh my god, I want that jersey so bad. Oh my god, I gotta have it. So anyway,
nice.
Craig
I know
says
it's
I
on
feel
your
like,
Christmas list.
Amen. Craig says I feel like the Bills will be tired after just playing on Sunday night and have a short week to prepare. Dixon Way says Petty Carrie is the best Carrie. T. Will and Jack has corrupted her enough that she is petty elite. I love it, Dixon Way.
Oh,
I
thanks,
love
man. I
it.
appreciate you.
100%. Carlos says Penix dealing that ball to keep them off balance going to be key. Mooney and Ray Ray need to have a game as well. Falcon Commander says 13-3 in the OG helmets. Go Atlanta Falcons. Rise up, Dirty Birds. No, I think it could be a little bit more than 13-3, Falcon Commander. But hey, you never know as long as we come out on top. Nando says Bowman, Watts, and Diablo are going to have to cover those tight ends of the Bills. Let's shut that stuff down from Jump Street. I can dig it.
That's a great point.
Christy Lewis says this game is always a little hard for me. I've been a Bills fan since I was 9 years old until becoming a Falcons fan in 2001, but always for the Dirty Birds. Oh wow, Christy. Okay, hey man, I get
Okay.
it. I get it.
How
It's
did you
all
become
good.
a Bills fan? I'm just curious. Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So yeah, Christy, tell us of the origin of your Bills fanhood, and then tell us how you became a Falcons fan as well. Dixon Way says, Wifey got me a Hawks all black hat. Love it. And the
nice.
Dyson Daniels jersey for my birthday. And you know what? Thank you, Dixon Way. Hey, guys in the chat, tell Dixon Way happy birthday. Today is his birthday.
Wait,
And if you,
today? I was just gonna
to,
ask when happy belated
yes,
birthday, because I was like, wait, when was
yes.
his birthday? Today's his birthday?
Today is his birthday,
Oh,
and
that's
thank you for reminding
awesome.
me that. So, hey, Dixon Way, happy birthday
Happy
to you, brother.
birthday.
I hope you enjoy it and get your money's worth, my friend. And hey, man, that is a big celebration because life is short. Enjoy yourself, my brother. If you don't know who Dixon Way is, then I don't know. But Dixon Way is one of the greatest analysts. So, what he does is he calls games for the Braves, the Falcons, the Hawks, the Dogs,
Dream.
the Dream. I want to
And
say
Shonda, his wife's a Florida
Auburn.
Gators even.
Oh, she's a Gators fan. That's right. She's a Gators
Yes.
fan. So
Yes.
yeah, he does kind of call games for the enemy, but that's his wife. I mean, what are you gonna do? If my wife was a Gators fan, It's hard to admit, but I love my Kim. I would call Gators fan. I would call Gators games. Ooh, couldn't
But
even get that out.
please check Phil Dixon way out. Honestly, he's on almost every platform
He
on
is.
social media. But subscribe to him on YouTube. He literally does watch alongs. Like he's the best
Yep.
at it. I mean,
Yep. No,
he
he is.
literally will
He's the
stream.
standard. He's the
Yes,
standard at it.
100%. Like
Yes.
even every Braves game, which I mean, there's so many baseball games in a season. Like I salute him. He's so hardworking,
Yeah.
and yeah, what he does is not easy because he doesn't just go live. He does watch along. So yeah, definitely
Yeah.
check him out. He's awesome.
He is. He really and a great guy. Great guy. And loves the MCU. So I love him. I mean, gosh, I'd love it. Age of the Geek, man. I'm just saying. Anybody who loves the MCU, you're all right with me. Like we are blood brothers in another world. I'm just saying. He loves MCU and he loves Star Wars. Anyway, I'm about to geek out. Okay, so we got Ski in the chat.
Hi,
Ski, I don't know
Ski.
that I've seen you before, so welcome to For My ATL Sports One on YouTube. We're glad to have you, and let's see what you're talking about, my friend. Ski says Raheem is my X factor. We will have this team prepared and ready to go, or is he going to overestimate because the Bills lost to the Patriots? If Raheem comes out with that energy, he's definitely gone. He's got a point there. But what I will
Wow.
say is
That
from what I've seen of Raheem this year, and Carrie, you can kind of chime in as well. But you know what? The immediately after Koo missed a kick in the first game, he took action. Immediately. Immediately after that Carolina game, Zach Robinson was down at field level. So he is taking action. There appears to be a greater sense of urgency
are you
on
saying
behalf
his
of Raheem.
seat is warm?
I mean, it could be. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever his motivation is, right? Whether that's his seat is warmer or whatever it is, he seems to be more. What do you young folks say? Intentional. He's more intentional
Yeah.
about how he goes about his business this year. I would say that, but Ski does bring up a point.
No, he
Carrie,
does. He does. And I really didn't think about that, but that is a great point because I
yeah,
truly believe that we lost that Panthers game. And one might argue, oh, because, the quarterback play wasn't good enough, he was off. But honestly, I think it's bigger than that. I think we lost that game because our players were not prepared. I think they took the Panthers like us fans do, which I feel like obviously as fans it's okay to do because we're not playing. But I feel like the coaching staff didn't have our players prepared. Honestly, they just were so high off the road win in Minnesota that they just were not prepared to come play Carolina Panthers. They thought, oh, they're 0-2, like they're garbage. But to me, that's the coach's job to make sure your players are always ready. And
yeah,
especially, it doesn't matter if they're 0-2, it's any given Sunday for one. And for two, this is a division opponent. Like every division game matters. So, Ski brings up a good point because I do feel like we lost that Panthers game due to coaching. So, yeah, I think the coaching staff definitely has to be on their A game as well.
agreed, Miss Carrie. Agreed. Nando says our Falcon. I'm sorry, Falcon Commander says T. Will got an Andrews jersey. Go ATL. I think he was saying he has it because I don't have one. But I would love
Nice.
one of those. Nando says our Falcons defense has to make the Bills pass happy and shut that running game down on Monday. Agree 100%, Nando. Ski says happy birthday, Larry.
Lots
Craig,
of happy
Craig,
birthday, Larry's. Love it.
Craig from Dirty South. Craig. I hope we get a healthy AJ because we will need him to cover Coleman while the young guys cover the tight ends.
To
Uh,
Craig's point, yesterday was the Falcons' first practice since the bye week, and uh, they mentioned that AJ Terrell would be back in practice, so it would be his first practice back, so that's a good sign. And
hmm
then sometime today, the injury report usually comes out on Wednesdays, but because we don't play Sunday, we play on Monday. The injury report's going to be coming out today, so I'm interested to see who's on our injury report this week.
Hopefully, it is as light as my wallet is after last week's game. Ha 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 ha. Hopefully, Kim's not
Oh,
watching. Just kidding, honey. Just kidding. The Dixon Way says 51 is the new 35. I can dig it, Dixon Way. I can dig it. Although my back doesn't agree with you because 55 is definitely the new 60 when it comes to my back. I'm just saying, and those knees ain't far behind, but whatever, Dixon Way. Hey, use them while you can, buddy. Enjoy them while you can. That's all I'm saying. 'Cause there will come that day when you got to pay the piper. Falcon Commander says happy birthday, Dixon Way. Go ATL Falcons up, Dirty Bird. Craig says happy birthday. Monte Carlo says happy birthday. Dixon Way says thank you guys. Also, T Will. You better have watched Marvel Zombies, fam. It's a must see. And you told me that, and I still haven't watched it. So I think I'm gonna do that this weekend, Dixon Way. I think you're right. Christy Lewis says, I have brothers and a lot of male cousins. So as the only girl, many times they made me pick a team. So I had to learn about Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith. My fave was Thurman Thomas. Well, let me tell you something, Christy. If you are a Bills fan and you've converted to Falcon fanhood, you are long suffering, my friend. So shout out to Christy, okay? Because clearly you are not fly by night. Because if you're fans of Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith and Thurman Thomas, they went to 4 Super Bowls. Let me tell you something. I got to shout you out for your integrity because you stand on business because that's tough, man. So, hey, shout out to you for being committed. I love that. I am all about my Falcons, but I have had some long suffering as a Falcon and a Hawk and a Braves fan. So, good for you, Christy. Stick to your guns. And I know it's going to be a tough Sunday, but we'll be thinking about you. And hey, man, hopefully our Falcons will pull it out. Pause. Nando says, happy
Oh
birthday
wow,
to
T.
Dixon Way. I thought about it as I
Really?
said it.
Really?
I
I think
thought
you meant
about
to
it
say
after I
pull it
said it.
off, my friend. Pull it
I
off.
I did. It's the Mountain Dew. Blame it on the Mountain Dew.
Yes, everyone who's watching, please excuse T. Will if he says anything out of pocket, anything in the left field. He is on that Mountain Dew this morning. And if you guys are new to the show and haven't heard about him drinking Mountain Dew, it's almost like it's like a drug for him, man. It has
My
him.
crack. It's my
Yes.
crack. It's my crack. Yeah,
Really,
I fell off the wagon. I fell off the Mountain Dew wagon. I did. I did. Falcon Commander says, Cool T Will says, Star Wars curious. You have the Falcon Star Wars shirt. I didn't even know they made Falcon Star Wars shirts. Falcon Commander.
That's awesome.
I swear to God, I think we could hang out because I like where your hat is at, my friend. I really do. I can dig it. I did not
He's
know
a
about
cool
these Falcons.
guy. I got to meet him. Shout out to Falcon
I
Commander.
met
I
him
got to meet
too.
him at
I
training
met him
camp.
at
Yes, training camp.
the training camp. Yeah, because he was trying to do his show, and it was funny because he kept messing up and doing it. And I thought about myself when I'm doing recordings, like, yep, I do that all the time. He was like, yeah, he just kept going and kept going and kept going, and he finally got it right. But I do the same thing when I'm doing recordings, which is why I don't do a lot of them. But anyway, Dixon Way says, appreciate it, Commander Craig, 82 Ski and Nando. Monte Carlo says, Raheem, no, he better lock in before he locked out a flowery branch. Damn, Carlo. Carlo's not playing with Raheem this week. Dixon Way says,
I love.
hey, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, okay? If I got to go to war, I want Carlo with me, man. Carlo is that dude. Carlo is solid. You
He's
hear
cool
me?
people, honestly.
Carlo is solid. If I got to go to war, man, I want Carlo, man. I want Carlo in my back. I'm just saying. Dixon Way says, Bijan said as much that the Falcons was prepared and they overlooked the kittens after the Commanders game. And yeah,
He
he did.
did. He's
He
too good. Like I
he
don't know
did.
how the right saying to describe it, but he's too nice, or I don't know. He's just too innocent or honest for his own good, because he
Hmm.
kind of told on them by saying
He
that.
did.
He's
He
basically
did.
said it. And to be honest, week one, Penix did an interview post game, and he kind of said something not as blatant that they just kind of overlooked him, but he said something along the lines that they weren't prepared for all the all the looks they got from the defense. So I mean,
He
yeah,
yeah,
remember
yeah, I
that.
think he did.
So to me, all that
Wait.
is coaching. But yeah, I can get over the Bucks game because that was a close game,
Hmm.
as it always is. And hey, like we could have went to overtime and still had a chance to win if it wasn't for the missed field goal. So that one, I'm not mad at that loss anymore. The Panthers game, I still am upset. I know you've moved on, but I'm still bothered by that because we should have blown them out 30-0, to be honest, and we should be 3-1 right now. But hey, it is what it is.
Let me tell you something. That is the one time my friend Carrie went off on me. So after the game, I'm trying to be all positive on Carrie. It's gonna be okay. Carrie was
Yeah,
like, I
I
don't
was
want to
not
hear that
hearing it.
thing, Will. I don't want to hear it. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear it. I'm
For
so sick of this. Carrie,
Yeah, for you
damn.
guys who don't know, like I try to be a super positive fan and just a positive person in general, because life's too short to be miserable, and you just gotta be happy, right? And so I try to be a very positive person, but
She was mad
as
that
we
day.
know, like sometimes the Falcons bring something out of me. It's just different. When we lose, I'm pissed off,
Oh
okay?
man, she was so mad.
And
She was
mind
so
you,
mad.
like if we just lose, I mean, I was upset when we lost against the Bucks. I'm not gonna lie, I was
Right.
upset.
Yes, you
But
were.
my thing is like I'm not as upset. It doesn't bother me as bad, or it doesn't eat me alive if it's just like a close game. We played our
Right.
best and we just got beat by the opponent. Like they
Right.
played bigger than us. Okay, I can
Right.
accept that. My
Right.
thing is like I get pissed off when it's like, oh, you should have called a timeout, or oh, like, missed
You
field
didn't
goals. You
even
got
get
one
off the
job.
bus.
Yeah,
You
it's
didn't
like,
even get
or
off the bus.
yeah,
Right.
to your point,
Right.
Carolina is like, we didn't even show up. Like, no
Right.
one wanted to play. We were not prepared. Like, they were
Right.
still worried about that win against Minnesota. So for me, it's like, that's the stuff that makes me mad because we're 100% a better team than Carolina. There's
Yeah.
absolutely no reason why, we should have lost to them, especially in that fashion. That made me very mad. And yeah, to your point, T Will, after the game, everybody, T Will was like,
She was,
"Oh, it's okay, Carrie. Like we weren't gonna go 17-0. Like we're not gonna win all of them." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to hear that. Like,
she was so mad. She was so mad.
I don't
Oh
want
my
to
god,
hear
I've
that. I'm
never seen
sorry."
Carrie that mad. Like she
I'm
scared me, man. Carrie
Yeah,
was
I'm like,
mad.
guys, like, I'm not Delulu. Like, I never, of course, I want the Falcons to go 17-0, but realistically, I never thought we were going to go 17-0, right? Like, I understand that you're bound to lose some games, but for one, I don't want to hear that right after a loss, but for two, that loss where we lost 30 to nothing to the Panthers, who are a terrible team, and that we should have blown out. I mean, I honestly thought we could have blown them out after what happened, week 18 in our home. I thought, man, our guys are going to come out with something to show them, prove something after what they did to us at home. We're going to do the same thing to them in their home. And man, they showed me.
They
They showed
showed
me.
us. They
And
showed the world.
I
Hey.
don't even talk a lot of crap like with opposing fans
Uh
because, I that's just not me. Like with my friends or family, sure, but not with like, random fans of other
yeah,
teams. I
Carrie's
just
the
don't do that.
nicest person, guys.
But
Carrie's the sweetest
but
person.
T Will, the Falcons checked me because I was so confident we were going to beat the Panthers
You
that I
were.
actually was talking
You
my
were.
shit like all week, like to
You
Panthers
were.
fans, because they were coming at
You
me on
were.
social media. So I was talking my ish. And sure
Yeah.
enough, wow, the Falcons showed me. So I'm going to calm down about talking my ish
You
because,
yeah.
man, they didn't back
Yeah.
me up.
They humbled us,
Yeah, they
Carrie.
humbled us for sure.
They did humble us. Jay
So,
Black
yeah.
says, "Hello, T. Will and Carrie." Jay Black says, I hear you, T. Will. I am 58. Well, hey, brother. I'm hey, all good, man. Hey, like Dixon Way said, 50s are the new 30s. Okay. So we're just in our extended 30s, Jay Black, except for my knees and my back. Because they remind me every day how cruel I was to them. And yeah, it's just not fun. Ski says Raheem is making moves, particularly desperate moves, like he is about to lose something. That something is his job. Joshua Blank is becoming more involved in the Falcons operation. Joshua isn't playing. And you know what, Carrie? I'm not going to say that. You know what? I'm not going to say that. I thought it. I'm not going to say it. But
Okay.
he does have a point. But I will talk with you about that offline because that's an interesting statement. I don't know how true it is, but that is a very,
You
very
know,
interesting statement because Joshua is being groomed to take over.
right.
That I do know.
To your point, or to Ski's point, T Will, he might be onto something because when you were saying earlier that you think that Raheem is moving differently this season,
Hmm.
I truly don't know if that's the case. I mean, it appears that way, but we don't know if behind the scenes, like, are these his decisions or this is above his head? Like, whether it be Joshua or Arthur Blank or Terry Fontenot saying, like, we're bringing in kickers. Like, you told us that the kicker situation in the offseason was good. Like, we're giving Koo another shot and he's already missing a field goal that could have won us the game, take us to overtime. Maybe that's above his head. We don't know. It could be
It
them
could
being
be.
like, nah, it's playoffs or bust this season, so I'm
Yeah.
sorry. because, to his point, that still upsets me too, to be honest, because that should have been addressed in the offseason. And I truly feel in hindsight, we didn't have a real kicking competition in the offseason as we were told, because we
Yeah,
found out later that,
he wasn't
Raheem
ready.
says that Lenny Craig was just a developmental
Correct.
prospect.
Correct.
So yeah, I think he could be onto something for sure.
He could be. I'm not gonna doubt it. Ski also says UJ at Auburn is going to be a tough game for UGA. I hope not, because I don't want to hear my brother's mouth. So my brother Eric Parker, LBB, little big brother, because he's like 6'2" and I'm 5'9". Whatever, Dad. Is a big Auburn fan, and yeah, we don't even talk this week. Like I'll probably talk to him Sunday, but we will not talk between now and then because yeah, I hate Auburn and they suck. There, I said it, LBB. Just kidding. Not really. They do suck. Okay. Dixon Way says pause. Let's see. Christy says, I am very long suffering. I lived through those Super Bowl losses and had to deal with ain'ts, cow pies, steelhead fans, so I don't cry as hard anymore as a Falcons fan. Hey, Christy, I can dig it. I can dig it. And Carrie, let me tell you something. That's like, you remember how it was like after that, Panthers loss or whatever?
Yeah.
Carrie, I'm gonna tell you something. 1980, when the Cowboys came back from 17 points down to beat my Falcons, I was 10 years old. I don't think I ever cried that hard in my life, Carrie. Like
Mm.
I boo-hoo cried. You know what I mean? But when you get used to certain things, it doesn't. It bothers you, but it doesn't bother
Okay,
you
so it prepared
as
you for 28-3. See, I didn't
correct.
have that Cowboys game to
Right,
prepare me, so I
right,
was sick.
right.
I was sick that
Oh,
for a
I was
while.
still sick. I mean, I'll
I
be
was
honest with you.
sick.
I didn't watch ESPN for like 6 months, Carrie. I did
Yeah.
not. I
I
didn't.
still have never watched that game back. I haven't watched highlights of it. I haven't watched ESPN coverage on it. I seriously blocked it out like it didn't happen. I don't want to
I
hear it. I don't
watched
want
the
to see it.
first half of it. So every now
Oh,
and then I go back
I
and
haven't
watch the
even
first
done
half
that. I
because
haven't
I
even
I
done that.
I say to myself, "Oh God, we were such a good offense. Like we were killing it, man." And I don't even watch the second half. I'm like you. I'm like it didn't happen. Craig Dirty South says ski. I agree because I know Arthur Blank has always been patient in the past, but with him up in age, I've been saying last year that him or his son won't be as patient. Yeah, no, that's
That's a
true.
good point.
That is a good
That's a
point.
good
That
point.
is a fair point. Uh Carlos says Falcons commander is on my video in New Orleans year before last. That's what's
Oh,
up.
that's cool.
That is cool. King Richie says Dixon Way, you a Libra too. Mine's was 10-4. Happy birthday, brother.
Oh,
Indeed.
happy
Indeed.
belated birthday, King Richie.
Happy
That's what's
belated
up.
birthday, King. We
So
got to
we
know what you
Libras.
did, brother. I hope you got a story to tell that you can tell if you can't tell. If you can't tell, it's even better. Like if it was so good that you can't tell the story, which I hope you had, by the way, because I'm all about the birthdays, man. I hope you had a great birthday. But hey, if you can tell it, share it with us. Share the part that you can tell. Ski says Raheem has lost the locker room, in my opinion. Oh, wow, Ski. I think the team is pulling more towards Jeff Ulbrich. Jeff Ulbrich brings the energy in for the whole team. If it wasn't for him, we probably would be bad. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But hey, guys, I got a trivia question for you, and Carrie, you can chime in here. When was the first year, and what year did we first beat the Buffalo Bills? In what year did the Atlanta Falcons first defeat the Buffalo Bills? Anyone? Anyone? I'll give you a hint.
I
It's
don't know.
before 1990. I'll give you a hint.
1980? I don't know.
Yes, 1980.
Oh,
That's
really?
perfect.
Oh,
You got it. Look at there. You just
did you
took a
perfect?
shot.
Because you said 1990. If you would have said 91, then I might have said 81. But because you said 1990, I was like,
You just thought 1980.
1980?
Well, look at there. I
Nice.
guess we're simpatico, Carrie. I guess we're in sync because that's the exact year they won. 1980 was, in fact, the first year that the Falcons beat the Buffalo Bills. All right, now here's another one. True or false? The Bills have never won in Atlanta, Georgia. The Bills have never beaten the Falcons as the visiting team. And those of you in the chat, true or false? Is this true or false? The Bills have never lost to the Falcons as the visiting team. Ski says true.
I'm gonna say false. That
What do you
sounds
say,
too good to be
Carrie?
true. I say false. That sounds too good to be true. I feel like people would be like riding on that stat all week if it was true. But I hope it is true, but I think false for sure.
You are 100% correct. You are 100%
Oh,
correct, Carrie. That is
okay.
true.
How many times
Uh,
have they beat us in
they've
advance?
beaten us 7. We've beaten them 6.
Wait, oh wow, okay, yeah. Oh, so
Yes,
wait,
so we
we've beat them 7, so we lead the series?
no, no, no. They've beat us 7. We
Mm.
beat them 6. But
Okay, so time to tie it up. Time to
it
tie it
is
up.
time to tie it up. It is
Let's
time to
go.
tie it up. Craig says Bills are 6-7 against the Falcons. Are they?
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
thought it was the other way around, Craig. I could
all
be
right,
wrong.
now I
I
gotta
thought it
fact
was the
check
other
you,
way
T.
around.
Will. Let's see who's right, you or our guy Craig. And
I'm
it's
gonna go with
looking.
Craig because when I looked this up, I was really sleepy. But
Oh
I
wow!
thought
Yes,
let's
Craig is right. Let's go. Falcons lead the series 7-6-0. Let's
okay.
go.
All right. I can dig it. I can
Wow.
dig it. Even better, Craig.
Let's
Even better.
go. So let's make it
Even
eight to
better.
six. That's awesome.
Even better. Let's make it 8-6. Let's do. Let's get a 2-game lead on these Bills. Okay. So Carrie and chat, question for you. Need to know who's your pick to click. Is it Kyle or KP? Is it Draco? KP is Carrie's guy, by the way. I'm just
Oh
saying,
wow. I
she was his
know.
lawyer. She was his lawyer over the summer. So
I'm determined for him to know that I exist since I became his like biggest defender in the off season. He posted on Instagram last night, "If you're rooting for me, I love you." So I put that on Twitter and I tagged him and I said, "I feel seen."
that's what's up. That's what's up. So hey
Hopefully
guys,
he
your
sees
pick
it.
to click. Is it and Carrie, you got to get in on this too. Is
Okay.
it KP? Is it Bijan? Is it Draco? Is it
Mm.
KP? Is it Bijan? Or is it Draco? Everybody in the chat, who's your pick to click? Who is the player that you think is going to go off in this game? Again, is it KP, Kyle Pitts? Is it Bijan, Bijan Robinson? Or is it Draco, Drake London? Carrie, who's your pick?
I'm picking Bajan and Tyler. The run games has to
Wow.
be
Okay.
has to be. We have to rush for 170 plus yards to win
Okay.
this game, because that's our strength. You know, our team is built for the run, and they're terrible at defending the run. I mean, it almost seems like so easy. So the Falcons better not mess it up. Like the answers are, it's like a test. You have this test you got to do, right? Take,
Mm-hmm.
and the answers are right there in front of you. Like, don't mess this up, Zach Robinson, please. Like, you run the ball, you win this game. You run the ball well, and you have two of the best backs to do so. So in my opinion, I think, everybody's going to be important. I think KP could have a big game and he should have at least 5 targets in this game because last game he had 5 targets, 5 receptions, and he's been very consistent this season. I don't think he has a drop yet, but our other receivers, have fumbled, have some drops, have struggled, early in the
I
season.
am
So,
knocking on so much wood right now.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, let me know.
Pause.
I
Pause.
hate
Okay.
sometimes
Go ahead.
saying these things because then I feel like I am jinxing it, but it's like you got to talk about it. But no, but I truly believe it has to be Tyler Bajan. Like
All right.
we have to do what we did against the Commanders, and if we don't, I don't know. If I see anything like Bajan getting 13 carries and Tyler getting 1 carry, I'm gonna be very mad. I'm just letting you know now,
It
T.
is
Will.
not going to be a
I'm
fun
gonna be
after
mad at
party.
Zach Robinson. Yeah, because there's
Not going
no
to be fun.
excuse for them to have not run the ball like we did in Carolina. So,
No
well, who's
excuse
yours?
whatsoever. Well, let's get to the chat. I'll answer you in a sec.
Okay.
Ski says Kyle and Bijan. Then he says definitely Bijan. Carlos says Penix gonna spaz and take his place
I
amongst the top
love it.
QB per the nation. Kyle Pitts. King
I
Richie
love
says
it.
thank y'all for the birthday wishes, and my people took me to the
Yes.
strip club. And let me tell you
Oh
something,
my
King.
goodness,
There's
I love
nothing
that.
better. There's nothing better than Magic City lemon pepper wings. That's as a matter of fact, when
Okay.
I've gone, I went for the wings. Okay, at least that's what I told Kim. I went
Oh,
for the wings.
I
I did
never
not
go
go
for the
for the
wings. The
entertainment.
wings are
Okay,
an added bonus, but I'm there for the entertainment in the
I'm
show,
I'm
not
I'm
necessarily for the
there for the
food.
wings, man. I'm
But
there
then
for the lemon
again,
pepper wings.
strip clubs in Florida aren't known for their food like they are in Atlanta, so I'm not I'm not there for the food. I'm just saying.
Oh wow. Oh
So
wow.
shout out to
Okay.
you, King Richie. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good birthday.
Oh man, yeah, we love it, King. Falcon Commander says Bijan. King Richie, and this weekend it's another party and the Bills game Monday. Hey man, live it up, brother.
Wow. I
Live
love
it
it.
up, live it up.
Life is so
Keep
short.
Yes
Seriously,
it
live it
is.
up. Yeah, enjoy
Yes it
every
is.
moment. And
Amen.
as you get older, you realize how, yeah, you enjoy celebrating birthdays as a kid, but I think as you get older, you truly realize how important it is
Oh yeah.
um to celebrate another year on this earth, honestly, because life is so short. And I know like a lot of people dread getting older, but to me, I don't anymore. I think it's a blessing. A lot of people don't live to be grandparents, and I'm not trying to get all like sentimental here, but truly,
Get on
like,
your soapbox, Carrie.
yeah,
Get
no.
on your soapbox, damn it.
I just want to say, like, seriously, enjoy every moment. Life is so short. Take the trip, make that phone call, like, love on your people because, yeah, 2 years ago, 2023, I lost my stepmom as well as my aunt, both to cancer. Unfortunately, and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I lost them both to breast cancer actually. And yeah, they were both in their 50s. One in their late, my stepmom was in her late 50s, and my aunt was in her early 50s. So, man, neither one of them were retired. One was a teacher, one was a nurse, and they were both still at working age and, not retired yet. So it's like for me, take that trip, enjoy life, do what makes you
Mhm.
happy, and love on the people that make you happy because you don't know that you're going to make it to be, 70, 80, 90. That's not guaranteed. And so for me, we joke about like not being older, but I think now, since 2023, I realized, man, it's a blessing to live a long life and to
Yeah.
become a grandparent and, become an elder.
Yep.
So I hope and pray all of us in here do get that to experience that, and have a long, blessed life.
I agree with you, Carrie. I'm gonna give you your applause and your flowers.
Thank
I
you.
love what you said, and damn it, I hope you guys party like it's 1999. And if you don't know, then you got to look up that song because it's a song from Prince, and I love Prince.
I
And
love
damn it,
Prince.
I
Oh
think
my
that song
goodness.
encompasses everything. You got to party like it's 1999. Okay, you got to get in there. Look it, man. Life is short. Okay, I lost
Mhm.
my dad in 2020. I lost my mom in 2024. I lost my uncle 2 weeks ago. It is what it is. Life is short, and you are here to do a couple of things. Number one, if you got talents, use them. Whatever your God given talents are, use them because the secret to life is you don't make your living, you live your making. If you hate your job, and look, and I know everybody isn't blessed to do what they love, but start doing something that you love doing. Find
Right.
something that you love doing and do it, and it will keep you young. And you'll feel good about yourself. Life is so short, so I agree with
You hear
everything you
that,
said, Miss Carey.
Falcons?
I loved it.
Falcons, I know you love winning, so let's just keep doing that because we know you love it. So,
Life is
oh,
short, people. Let's go. Ski says nobody want to tackle Bijan Tyler and a 6'6" tight end all game. I
great
heard that.
point. Great
I
point.
heard that. Tyler's a big boy. Craig says the very first
Oh,
time the Bills and Falcons played was 12-12-73, and the Bills won 17-6. That's also the same year T. Will had
oh
hair.
no.
I had a big ass afro. I and you know what? If I can find this picture, damn it, we don't have time. I wish I could find this picture because I know
Next
you guys
show, you're
don't
gonna
believe
have it.
me.
You're gonna
I
have
had
it
a big
ready for
ass
us.
afro. It was huge. It was. Let me see. Oh man, I wish I could find this.
Please bring it. Come prepared next show,
Damn
and we
it,
gotta
you're
show
right.
everybody
What?
because
I didn't know
it's
he was gonna make the comment about
no.
afros, Carrie. I mean,
He
who
will.
knew?
It's pictures or it didn't happen. We gotta see the afro for sure. But
Oh, I gotta find it. Dang it.
to
Where's that picture she said?
to
Golly.
to Craig's point, I was wondering, T. Will, if you remember, I see that in December 2013, we were in Buffalo and we beat the Bills 34-31 in overtime. I don't have a good recollection of that game. Do you? Because that sounds pretty thrilling. Overtime win against them,
I
in
unfortunately,
Buffalo.
Carrie, I do not have a recollection of that game. I don't even have a recollection of what I did with that damn picture, damn it.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
I'm at the week it happened, but I can't find the freaking picture. Dag damn it. All right. Wait. Oh, maybe this is it. Is this it? Is this it? Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't share that picture. You know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Oh
gonna do it.
wow.
I'll
Okay,
bring
do
it
it.
next week. I'll bring it next week.
Okay.
I did. It was me and three, but I had a head full of hair. You guys are gonna laugh. It's gonna be funny. Let's see. Nando says Tyler Algier, I need 70 yards from my guy.
I
Amen.
agree. 15
Uh
plus carries though too. 15 plus carries.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. Carlos says the Scorpio and T Will not be denied today. Pause. Agreed. 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 Agreed.
So
Dixon
many
Way says happy.
Scorpios. I love
Huh?
it. I said there's so many Scorpios in here. I love it.
Hey man, Scorpios are, that's.
Second best sign after
Oh,
Capricorn. Just saying.
okay. Oh wait. What's your sign, Carrie?
My sign is Capricorn.
Ah, okay. Okay. You know what I found? Capricorns are interesting people. You guys love a challenge. Oh,
Okay.
you guys love a challenge. So I have a cousin that I was very close to growing up. And this guy is one of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life. So he was allergic to bees. I mean, deathly allergic. You
Wow.
know what he did
What do
at
you
8?
do?
He
Got
captured
stung?
bees. He would go out and capture bees. He would go
What?
out and hunt them. Like that's the kind of guy he was, right? When I was anyway, whatever. He's every Capricorn that I've ever known if you tell them they can't do something, you may as well have held a gun to their head because they're gonna do it. They're gonna show you. You tell them they can't do something, they're gonna show you. They are going to show you. Carlos says mango habanero is slept on and pineapple sriracha.
Wow. He likes the spicy sweet.
I love it. I love it. Craig says, going to Magic City for the wings and the breast.
Oh wow.
I
I'm more
see
of a
what you did there.
Craig, I'm more of a thigh man, but
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Ski says, prayers to you, Carrie.
I appreciate it. I'm doing much better. It's
Yeah.
2 years later. And honestly,
Yeah.
that was probably the first time in my life I've ever been depressed because, like I said, I try to
Oh,
be
yeah.
very positive in my life and happy because I already knew life was short. But since 2023, I'm doing much better. But I kind of changed my outlook. It really helped me to see like these two women were still working, teacher and nurse, making a difference in the community, very loved by friends and family, only in their 50s. To me, 50s is still so young, and their life was taken from them. So, I mean, you can't just think, I'm going to do that later when I'm retired. Or you got to do what you want to do now because you honestly don't know if tomorrow's coming,
You
which
don't.
sounds
You
kind
don't.
of scary or negative, but it is honestly the truth. So
You
just
gotta
do what
live for
makes you
today.
happy. Yeah,
You look
honestly.
it. You gotta go out, man. You gotta go out, live each day like you. There's a song. Oh, what's his name?
Tim
It's called
McGraw.
Yes, Live Like You Would Die. That is a
It's
beautiful
so
song.
true.
That is a beautiful song. It really is. Carlos says birthdays and your New Year's.
Birthdays are your
Um,
New Year's. Yes, for sure.
are your New Year's. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Dixon Way says, I was told by a teacher I would never live past 25 years old, so I feel blessed. Well, hey, man, whatever.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
did she
you
know,
are
Dixon
blessed.
Way? Because you showed her, buddy. So what did
Right.
she know? Or he. Let me not be
Look at
misogynistic.
Nando.
It could have been a dude. Nando says, call the right game, Zach Robinson. We don't need Miss Carey going 21 on our ball club. or her friends in the chat. I'm just
Right.
saying. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I won't necessarily go 21 on our ball club. It's more so specific people who made us lose. So I'm talking to you, Raheem and Zach Robinson. I'm
Coach
just
Ron,
saying,
watch out. Watch out,
if you're
coach.
watching, I need you
Oh
guys
man.
to be prepared and have our guys prepared. We can't have
Yeah,
what we had in Carolina. Okay,
yeah,
so you guys had 2 weeks to prepare for one of the best offenses in the league. So
yeah.
I want to see you guys ready and, you know, to me, like I said, it's like a test. We have a big test on Monday Night Football. We have a chance to put the world on notice because I feel like we're slept on and by like national media and just other fan bases in general. And I honestly think, like, yes, as a Falcons fan, I kind of feel like a little snubbed by that. But at the same time, I get it. You just got blown out 30-0 to the Panthers, right? One of the worst teams in the league. So for me, it's like, as a neutral, if I wasn't a Falcons fan, I'd be like, well, this team, yeah, they got weapons and they're good. They show they can be good, but they haven't shown they're consistent yet.
Hmm.
So I think we beat the Buffalo Bills, who many people see as Super Bowl contenders. Yeah, you put a name for yourself out there. So we have a chance
Agreed.
to do something awesome on Monday Night Football.
Agreed. Agreed. Dixon Way says, sorry to hear that, Carrie. Thoughts and prayers to you and your family.
Thank you, Ryan.
Dixon Way says, thoughts and prayers to you also, T. Will. Hey, man. I appreciate that, Dixon Way.
Yeah.
I've learned so much through this experience, right? I've learned so much through this experience. And Dixon Way and everybody in the chat, first and foremost, thank you guys, because I would not have gotten through the death of my mom without God, but I wouldn't have gotten through it without you guys. And especially you, Miss Carrie and Jack, and all my friends in the podcasting world. You guys were just there and gave me encouragement. And you'd be surprised at how much you need that when you go through something like that. Like a little bit of just how you doing today goes a long way. It doesn't seem like it does, but it really does. But I've learned so much from the experience, man. And look, I miss my mom. I will miss her for the rest of my life. But it's getting easier. And the thing about it is, what the whole thing I've learned from that experience is just humility. It's just humility, and get up and go about life as best you can. And don't take people for granted, because you don't know the last time you're going to see them. You get what I'm saying? Like, you
Yes,
don't know.
100%.
There's so many instances where people have argued, and then somebody goes, and something happens. And so for me, I try to treat people with love and kindness. I try to treat people with respect. And if I can help it, I try not to end on an argument, right? Like, if we got to end, then we got to end. But I'm not gonna argue with you, because if something happens, I don't want it on my conscience. And the main thing is, look, I try and get the most out of each day, and love the ones that are here. So if your parents, if your parents are alive, call them every day. If your parents are still alive, if you are blessed enough to have your parents, call them every day, because one day, you're going to want to call them and they're not going to be there. And that's going to be something. Um, I forgot uh 6 months ago, I needed something, and I picked up the phone to call my mom. And Carrie, Lord Jesus,
Oh
oh my
man.
God. So, and it happens, right? It,
Right.
it happens. But hey, man, my mom was with me for 54 years. I'm not complaining. My mom and I had some great times. We had some not so good times. My mom was there for me, and I will forever love her. And I think about her every day. I have her picture on my wall. I still have her ashes with me. So hey, man, I'm good. But Dixon Ray, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
thank you, Ryan.
Falcons Commander says 1999 by Prince. Good song and message. Yes, that's right. Craig says the last time we beat the Bills was 12-1, 2013. Oh, that's what you were talking about. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, the
Matt
overtime.
Ryan lost the game. What? He couldn't have if we won.
He might. I'm not sure because this was like 8 minutes ago. I'm wondering if this has to do with the Super Bowl because we were just talking about that. Maybe I'm really not
Oh, the
sure.
Super Bowl? No, Matt Ryan
I don't.
didn't
I'm
lose
not
that
sure.
game.
Ski can
No.
ski. No, but he put a question mark. I don't know. So
Oh, no, no,
Ski
no, no,
can
no, no, no.
clarify. I
So,
don't know.
so for me, okay. So number one, you had a lot of things to go wrong. Number one, Schrader, the guard, got hurt. Alex Mack was already hurt because he had broken his leg in the NFC Championship, and so they gave him a shot in the first half. And by coincidence, that halftime show was the longest I'd ever seen. Right? So coincidence or not, and so in the fourth quarter, Alex Mack had to come out because the pain got to him. Schroeder got hurt, so you couldn't run the ball. Right? That's number one. Number two, uh, who was it? What's the running back missed the block? I forget his name, but he missed a block that caused a fumble. If it's one thing that Matt Ryan probably should have done, when you get that ball down there on the 20, you probably want to kneel, or at least try and run the ball, and just make them call three timeouts and kick a field goal. That's the only thing I would say that Matt Ryan did wrong in that Super Bowl. He had the game of his life in that Super Bowl. I think he was the third best ever of a performance, or it was up there. But I mean, whatever. Hindsight 2020. Look at Ski. When we finally do win our Super Bowl, you and I are going to look back at this with tears in our eyes, and we're going to celebrate. And we are all going to come together as Falcon fans and have one big ass party at Magic City. Christy Lewis says Capricorns rule. Okay, well, you have an ally, Miss Carrie.
I love it, Christy.
Uh yeah, I can dig it. Nando says, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Carrie. My girlfriend is a breast cancer survivor. Live, love, and enjoy your time here on this plane.
Mhm.
Agreed with it 100%, Nando. Monte Carlo says, my
Mhm.
dad is a capo. Most blunt, nonchalant,
Oh,
I
what?
love,
Oh, wow. Shout out to your dad. I don't
I love
necessarily think that's
Carlo,
me,
man.
but I
I love
honestly,
Carlo, man. I
all the
love Carlo.
blunt, nonchalant MFers I know are Virgos. I'm not gonna lie. My sister's a Virgo. I call her a vicious Virgo.
She's a
Uh,
vicious Virgo.
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's how I feel. Virgos are usually.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Ski says Bills versus Falcons 2021. Bills won 29-15. Also, that was a game Matt Ryan was playing in and it was snowing in Buffalo. I had
Yes.
forgotten
Okay.
about that.
Interesting.
Nando says Miss Carrie mother was a Capricorn.
Oh, shout out to your
On
mom.
a
I
shout
love
out.
it.
Yeah, we got Uncle Steve in the building.
Hi,
Uncle
Uncle
Steve
Steve.
says, good morning, Terry and Carrie. Thanks for speaking your truth, Carrie. Nothing is promised, especially tomorrow. Falcons 22, Bills 20. I love me some Uncle
I
Steve.
love it. Shout out to Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve is that dude.
Thank you, Uncle Steve. I appreciate
Dixon
it.
Way says morning, Steve. Monte Carlo says ESPN this morning said they think the Bills take another L. Can't remember the show. I can dig it. Craig says I'm an Aries. Oh, my oldest daughter's an Aries. Craig. Oh wow. Okay, that's what's up. Craig says Falcons win 35-28. Uncle Steve says, "What up, Dixon Way?" Or
Hey,
at
Will, I have to
Way.
ask, is your oldest daughter very blunt? Because I feel like Aries are blunt, and Craig is pretty blunt too, with like how they feel.
Uh, she can be. She can be. She can be blunt. She can also be very charismatic. She can also be very strategic.
Okay.
So my
Okay.
oldest daughter is a very strategic thinker, right? Like her critical thinking skills are outstanding. She gets that from her mom because I typically just plant panic and go off, but she gets that from her mom. But yeah, that's interesting.
That's
Uh,
cool. Okay.
Dixon Way says, "Yeah, not seeing my dad putting a lot of emojis in the chat during my streams does hurt, but we keep pushing on. I was close to
Oh,
not streaming anymore because he was always on the journey with us. And you know what, Dixon Way, he still is, man. And let me tell you something, Dixon Way, he's so proud of you. He is so. How could he not be proud of you? You are an excellent father. You are always with your family. You're big up in your family. You're taking care of your son. Hell, you even watch what you say on those podcasts with your son. You do these, podcasts with your wife. Dixon Wade, you're the kind of husband that most guys would want their daughters to have. I know your dad is proud, Dixon Way. And you know what? Hey, man, you just deal with it, and it's going to get better. But it takes time, man. It takes time. But Dixon Way, I know your dad's proud of you, man. I know he is.
I
I never
agree.
met him, but I know he's proud of you. Um, A1 says, what's great? What's good, great people? Craig says, I lost my
Hey,
grandma
A1.
last year before Thanksgiving. I regret not seeing, grandpa last year before Thanksgiving. I regret not seeing him before that because the next time I saw him was when he spread his ashes on his homeland like he wanted. Craig, let me tell you something. Knowing what I know about you, you are probably the funniest person in your family. And I'm sure your granddad loves seeing you, and I am sure that he has many fond memories of you. And look at you take these people with you. So your dad's with you, Craig. I promise you he is. Your dad's with you.
I
I'm
agree.
sorry, your granddad is
Yeah.
with you, Craig. I promise you he is. Because Craig, you're about one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. I love it when you come in the show. You light up the room. And if you do that for me, who you really don't know you did it for your granddad. So I know your granddad loved you. And I got a feeling he's saying right now, it's all right, Craig. It's all right. Dixon Way says condolences, Craig. Craig says much appreciated. Ski says
Wow,
lost my
Ski.
mother at 14 and I'm 16 now. Oh my goodness.
Wow, Ski.
Ski.
That's tough.
Wow. Ski, I'm so sorry. Well, let me tell you something, man. I don't have the words. That is a tough age to lose your mom. But one thing I can tell you is whenever you want to come in this chat, brother, we are here and we can talk about Falcons. We can talk about anything you want to talk to
We
in
could
life.
talk about food, drive-throughs. That's T Will's
We
specialty.
can talk
Also
about Mountain
movies.
Dew. We can talk about Ski. We can talk about whatever you want. But let me tell you something, Ski. Your mom will always be with you, my friend. She will always be with you. She will always look out for you. And even when those moments when it's dark and destitute and you don't know which way is up, your mom is going to be there in those moments. You might not be able to see her, but you will know she's there. And I have
I
no doubt
agree.
that your mom loves you and you can't see her, but she's there, man. And I'm so sorry, Ski. I really am.
Yeah, me too.
Uh,
That's really tough, Ski. Condolences to you. And yeah, like T Will said, you're always welcome here and to join us in the chat and talk Falcons with us, or sometimes we go off the rails, talk food or movies, lemon
or
pepper
hot
wings at the
sauce
strip clubs,
or strip clubs or hot sauce or whatever
you
the
know,
topic of the day is.
but
Carlos says,
we're
I don't want to hear that shat down the ball and kick it with money Matt Bryant. Oh yeah. Okay. No, exactly we should have done that. But what I was saying, Carlo, was we could have if we run the ball like three times, we force them to call their timeouts, and then of course, yeah, you kick the field goal because then it's a two possession lead. I think that's what you're saying. I don't know. Nando says, I agree, T will call your parents if they're still here, enjoy them and give them flowers while they're here with us. Agreed, agreed,
That's a
agreed.
great point because I recently saw a viral TikTok where the woman said she was giving her, I don't know if it was her husband or boyfriend. I think it was her husband though. She brought him flowers, which I don't know how you feel as a man. I normally wouldn't think to do that, but she said, "I'm not going to have the first time you get flowers as a gesture of love be when you're
I
getting
remember that.
married."
I
Yeah, getting
remember
married. I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
"Wow, I never
I
thought of it
remember
like
that.
that because men usually just get flowers at their
Yeah.
funeral, but it's
Yeah.
a
No,
gesture of love." So,
I
yeah,
remember
great
that,
point.
Carrie. I do.
Great
Dixon
great
Way
point,
says
Nando.
condolences, Ski. Nando says condolences, Ski. Craig says, trust me, I'm a different Craig when my grandpa is around. Well, you know what? I'm sure he loves you anyway, Craig, because we love you. And we love having you around, buddy.
Well, he said
So,
grandma.
oh, when my grandma's, okay, so y'all have figured out, but I
Just
can't
kidding.
see.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
can't see.
He's on the
It's time
Mountain
for me to
Dew,
get some new
Craig.
glasses.
Please forgive him. He's on the Mountain Dew.
I no, I just can't see. I really can't. It's tiny font. Uh,
I
trust
think
me,
it's
I'm
a
a
side
different
effect of
Craig
the
when my
Mountain Dew, but
grandma is, and it may be a little of the Mountain Dew.
okay.
But he says, yeah, yeah, man. Well, either way, Craig, I'm sure your grandma loves you. Like you're just a lovable person. We got Pam Jackson in the building. Hey, Carrie T. Will and Falcons family. Miss Carrie, yeah, I guess it's just a show for it, Carrie. Miss Carrie, excuse me, Miss Pam, we love you. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Miss Pam Jackson has stage 4 cancer, and every day is a battle for her, but she comes in here when she can. And we want you to know, Miss Pam, we never stop praying for you. We never stop thinking about you. We are always sending you love. We are always sending you prayers. And last but not least, fuck cancer. And we love you. So I just want you to know that I can only imagine how tough it is for you. Miss Pam has shared some things with me that just really broke my heart. So, Miss Pam, we want you to know first and foremost, we love you and we're praying for you. And we just hope we can make your day a little bit better. That is all we're trying to do.
Yes,
A1 says, I
definitely.
can respect that. And that's wonderful. I believe in gifting each other. Um, Carlos says, "What is the defense going to do with old Joshy? How much did we put the clamps on? I hope a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's a good point.
It's not gonna be easy though.
It is not.
I'm not yeah,
It is
he's a
not.
very good quarterback. He's a reigning MVP for a reason. Like I said earlier, he can throw the ball. He's dual threat. He can throw it, but he also can extend plays with his legs. Very much so. So that's why I mentioned the run defense has to be on point this
No,
game for
without a
sure.
doubt. Without a doubt. And look at you got to maintain your lanes when you're rushing him. You cannot let this dude get outside, man. Because first and foremost, Josh Allen is 6'5". That's a big dude. That's a Josh Allen and Jalen Walker are the same size. That's a big dude. So
Right.
this ain't like Bryce Young coming your way. Okay.
Oh
In
yeah,
the
he's
open
definitely
field.
not 5'9". Yeah, you're
That's
right.
a hey Carrie, I'm 5'9". Whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Carrie, for going along with my short man
Oh
complex.
wow,
Thank
I'm
you.
just you said it,
I'm
Bryce
just
Young.
kidding.
He's 5'9".
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Carrie. It's the
You're still
Mountain
better
Dew.
than Bryce Young. Just saying.
Thank you. And I love you, Carrie. Just so you know. Dixon Way
Thank you,
says, "Oh my
dude.
God, Miss Pam, we love you, and we do." Craig says, "Question of the day: Will Raheem come out Monday night in capris?" All right, so over under on Raheem coming out in capris. I'm gonna say it's about 70-30, with 70 being he's gonna wear capris. I'm gonna say yes, Carrie. What do you say? Do you think Raheem comes out in capris?
Um, I'm gonna say no,
You're
but
gonna
that's
say no.
just
Okay.
just to be
Okay.
different, and because I'm hoping he doesn't. I would like to know our win to loss record when he's wearing capris or when
That
he
is a good point.
is.
That
We
is a
need
you know
somebody.
what?
Maybe Craig can
That
go do the research for us.
or Jordan. Or Jordan. That sounds
Or
like a
Jordan.
Jordan question. That sounds like something
Okay.
Jordan would be able to get for us. Craig says if Raheem does come out in his capris, he needs to lotion up those ashy ankles.
Oh
Monte
wow.
Carlo says, so where does my insurance send payment for this kumbaya?
I love it, Monte Carlo. I know. We got a little sappy today.
Hey, Carlo, look it, man. Look it. Life is hard, man, and with everything going on, man, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with expressing some love, man. That's what's wrong with the
So
world now.
true. No,
That's
so
what's wrong
true,
with the
T
world
Will.
now. You got all
A
these
lot
people
more
out
hate.
here. Exactly. And when it comes down to it, man, if we just express a little more love, I think we can come together, man. I watched this show on Tubi. Yes, I watched Tubi, damn it.
Oh
I watched
wow.
this. I do. I love me.
Not
You know
Tubi
what?
TV.
I love me some Tubi. Shit. Excuse me. Sorry. Working on my cussing. I love me some Tubi. So I watched this series last night called Let Me Be, right? It's like 20-minute show. So I binge watched it because I couldn't sleep. Because whatever. I couldn't sleep. So I watched the entire series, Carrie. And what was interesting about it was, and I'm just gonna skip to the highlights, but anyway, season one, this guy is broke up with his ex-girlfriend or whatever, and the ex-girlfriend is a single mom with two kids, and he just terrorizes her. He terrorizes her. Oh my God, he terrorizes her. Like he flattens her tires so she can't go to work. He chases off. Miss Pam says, "Me too. I love watching Tubi. I love me some Tubi, Miss Pam." He
Okay,
chases off.
Tubi's okay now because Miss Pam likes it.
Amen. Amen. He chases off the boyfriend that she has, like he gets her fired. Like he is just a terrible human being. And in season one, I really found myself hating him. I really did. Then Carrie, something interesting happens. Season two comes on, right? And season two, I'm sorry. So at the end of season one, brace yourselves, okay? But she ends up taking her life and her kid's life. She turns to get because she just can't take it anymore. Again, the Tubi series. So I understand if those of you who don't want to deal with that subject, it's fine. But anyway, season two is him living with the regret of it, right? And he's seeing all of these visions of his kid, and he's seeing every way that he mistreated this girl, and he is just wearing it because there's nobody he can blame, there's nobody he can abuse. It's just him. And what he did to her, somebody else does to him in this show. Anyway, long and short of it, we get to like the fifth and sixth episode of the second season, and we find out that he hated his mom because his mom ran off his dad. And his dad was the only person that he felt ever really loved him because his mom had problems when she was younger and broke up the family. And so he had an issue with women because he never got help for the problem that he had with his mom, which is why he took it out on the baby mama. So anyway, he goes to live with the brother because this guy's really down on his luck because everything that he did to her is done to him. So he's getting his comeuppance. And what ends up happening is he goes to live with his brother. His brother says, "Hey, I got somebody that wants to see you." And he brings him to his mom, and he and his mom have a conversation. And his mom apologizes, and you see just the hurt just come off of him. You see him transform. You see him forgive his mom, and he becomes a better person. And his mom gave him like $5,000. She set him up with a job. She set him up with a place to stay, and he becomes a normal person, a fully functioning, healthy human being because the entire time, Carrie, he felt he wasn't loved. Now, he dies in the end because the girl's dad, who's still pissed, comes along and shoots him. It's a sad story, but the point of it all is hurt people hurt people. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Carrie, are you there? Are you awake? Did you go to
Yeah,
sleep? Are you there?
100%. That makes
What?
sense. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of times, anytime I see trolls,
Yeah.
anytime I see people, sometimes me even, but like just people in general get receiving hate on social media,
Yep.
most of the time, 99% of the time, the person who's, giving the hate, they don't have a photo. It's like a
Yep.
troll account, right?
Yep.
And I feel like, I used to take that stuff personal, but I quickly developed a thicker skin and I realized these people don't even know me,
Mm-hmm.
okay, for one, and for two, you're not even showing your face, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you're hiding behind the screen, and so you really are not showing who you are, but you want to criticize other people for what
Mm-hmm.
they look like or what they say.
Or what they believe or
Yeah,
what
what they
they
believe,
do. Right.
whatever. So it's like, I'm sorry, but your opinion really doesn't matter because you're just hiding behind a screen. You're not even showing who you are. And number three is like, honestly, I've learned that 99% of the time, it's not you, it's them. And I mean by that, what I mean by that is that some people are just miserable. Like there's
Yep.
been times where I'll get hate on social media, maybe
Yep.
Twitter, in regards to football, like, especially as a female, it's a stereotype. Women don't know what they're talking about with
Mm-hmm.
football or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So maybe
We know
somebody's new
you
to
do
my
though.
page.
We know
Yeah,
we
I
know
mean,
you
I
do.
do know, I know that I do, but see, sometimes trolls will come at me and they don't necessarily know that. So they'll write the most like crazy thing, like, you belong in the kitchen and da da da, like, call me names or whatever because they don't agree with my football take and can't just do that in a respectful way. But I say all that to say that I've in the past gone to their page and like look at their comments, and how they speak to other people, and sure enough they just talk like that to everybody. So I've
Mhm.
learned it's nothing personal, they just have hate in their heart. And sadly, I don't know, hopefully somebody can get through to them, like kind of like in your movie and Tubi TV, that they can kind of get a change of heart because like how we've been saying, life is too short to live like that, live so
It
miserable with
is.
so much
It
hate in
it
your heart. Like, oh my goodness, I feel like it's so much more work to have so much hate and be so negative and unhappy, like, my
Mhm.
goodness. But yeah, there's people definitely like that on social media, but yeah, like I said, don't take it personal, just ignore it because 99% of the time they're like that with everybody. It's nothing personal
and
against you. It's
and and honestly, if you don't so here's the thing, right? If you It takes more energy to hate. And it
100%.
it is going to take away from your health. It takes more
Right.
energy to hate. It's gonna take away from your health. And honestly, there are so many beautiful things about life that people miss on an everyday basis. There's so many beautiful things about life. I'd rather not focus on anything like that because guess what? When they punch that clock on T Will, I got to answer for everything I did or didn't do, right? And I've done so much in my in my life. I don't need any more in the negative column. So if I can help somebody, no problem. If I can encourage somebody, no problem. If I can make somebody's day just a little bit better, it doesn't cost me anything. You know what I mean? I don't there's a saying that says small minds talk about people, average minds talk about events, great minds talk about ideas. I try to live in the realm of the great. Last story and then we got to go. So I was looking at this reel on Facebook the other day, and this young African American gentleman was playing the piano. No, he was playing the piano, and then he went and after he got through playing, he started talking with the gentleman. And he was like, "Oh, I love the way you play," and they had like an hour long conversation. And he had an hour long conversation with these two gentlemen, right? One black guy playing the piano, two white guys. They talked for like an hour. They had so much in common. And finally, the Caucasian gentleman's friend was like, "Don't you think you should tell him?" And he's like, no. He's like, no, tell him. So the Caucasian gentleman tells him, well, I'm in the Klan, but I love the way you play music. So you know what he does, right? You think the guy would just walk away. He says, well, I'll tell you what, here's my card. Come back and hear me play. And he does. It's a true story, Carrie. He does come back to hear him play, right? And he comes back again and again. And you know what happens? The guy leaves the Klan. Right? This true story. The guy leaves the Klan. Why? Because racism does not stand up to everyday life with people encountering each other because racism is rooted in fear and stereotypes. And if you deal with the person every day, you're going to see that they're a human being just like you are. You're going to see
Right.
that they bleed red just like you do. You're going to see that they have hopes and dreams just like you do. So the guy leaves the Klan, right? So you know what the black guy says to himself? He says, you know what? I'm going to do that again. So he made it his mission to go out and meet Klansmen, right? When he was playing in these bars and befriend them. And one by one, they would turn in their robes and leave the Klan. Do you know how many robes he had before he passed away, Carrie?
How many?
200.
Wow.
I can't make this stuff up. So, but the bottom line is, it's corny. It is corny, but all we need is love, Carrie. All we need is a little bit more love in the way we talk to each other, in the
Right.
way we relate to each other, in the way we try and understand each other, in the way we empathize. The one thing I've learned through this journey, I don't judge anybody because until you've walked a mile in another man or woman's shoes, you don't know what they've experienced. You get
So
what I'm
true.
saying?
So true.
Anyway,
You don't
we
know
got
anybody.
way
You
off.
don't. Nope. No. No. But to that point, it's so true because you don't know their story.
You
Just
don't.
like
You
you.
don't.
Even I'm sure you've heard the term before, like, you don't know what someone's going through, like
Right.
strangers that you're passing the street. So it's like,
Right.
be kind to everybody because maybe you never know. This might sound dark, but they could have been just contemplating suicide, and you're the one
Yes.
person that brightened
Yes.
their day.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Yes.
that's a good point,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. No, agreed. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know how we got on that topic, but hey man, everybody in the
Great
chat, I
show.
love each and every one of y'all, and y'all are welcome to come back and we can talk about this again. But we got to get to this. Miss Carrie, give me your prediction of this score. Falcons Bills Monday night at the Benz. Give me your score prediction. What's the final score?
My final score. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna say, gosh, I'm so stuck. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I just don't know if it's gonna be high scoring or not. Because I could see it go either way. If our offense is on point, we could put up 30 points, and they consistently do put up 30 points. So I could see it being a high scoring game,
It could be,
but then I
yeah.
can also see where it's just a close 20 something point game as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we
Agreed.
if we really limit Josh Allen. So honestly, I'm going to go 34-31 Falcons. It's definitely going to be a close game because why wouldn't it be? It's it's our Falcons, but I do believe we can and will win this game. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to go 34-31 Falcons because I'm going to stick to the fact that I think we do have to put up 30 plus points to beat them. It's
Mhm.
very rare that they don't put up 30 points. So I'm going to say 34-31 Falcons. What about you?
Agreed. I'm gonna say 38-34 Falcons.
Okay.
Uh, but Craig says Miss Carrie is a beautiful lady. She
Thank you,
is. Nando
Craig.
says Miss Carrie is a beautiful lady, and even if she goes 21 on our ball club, Capricorns rock. And I come from the spirit.
Thank you,
Uh,
Nando. You're awesome. I appreciate
Nando
it.
says Bigelow says get that hate up out your heart. Craig says all I know is that we better win.
Me
Falcon
too.
Commanders 30 Falcons over 31-20 Falcons over the Bills. Nando says 29-16 Dirty Birds. Nando says, "Damn it, Terry, now you got me out here hugging trees."
Oh, I know, right?
Ah,
Oh,
that
I
was
love
good.
it. I
That
love it,
was
Monte
good.
Carlo.
That was good. Hey, that's okay. Hey, Carlo, you hug all the damn trees you want, man. And tell us what you think the score is going to be. By the way, while you're out there hugging trees, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Hey, man, look it. What it's hey, it's Thursday, man. I feel good. Dixon Waste is 28-21 Falcons. Okay, I
I
can
could
dig it.
see that too. Honestly,
I
I
can
could
dig it.
see it
Yeah.
being like a closer, lower scoring game.
Yep.
But I'm really hoping our offense kind of had a change of not a change of heart, but like change of direction maybe with
Yep.
the way that they played against the Commanders. I mean, that is literally what you we basically saw what our offense could be, right? And what we believe they are by scoring 30 plus points in a game.
Yep.
By having a kind of balanced attack, whether that be passing the ball, running the ball, showed that you're dominant on the ground with Bijan and Tyler. And not just that, but you spread the wealth. I mean, when was the last time that you saw Tyler Algier get a touchdown? Bajan Robinson, Kyle Pitts. I mean, I'm
Hmm.
missing, I forgot who all scored, but everybody was getting touchdowns. It was like Oprah, like, you get a touchdown, you get a
You get a
touchdown. Like,
touchdown, and
yeah.
you get a touchdown,
Like,
and you
I
get a
mean,
touchdown.
honestly, when that was very good to see. And I feel like I'm hoping we carry that same momentum into Monday Night Football.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. Craig says, honestly, my Aries is coming out by wanting them to beat the Bills so bad they put in their backup. They put their backups in. I believe Craig makes people cry on Madden. I really
Oh,
do. I
wow.
think, I think, I think, because first off, Craig is funny, right? And if you're down 50 to nothing and this dude just keeps talking trash, I can see him making people cry on Madden. I can see that. He's probably done that once or twice. Dixon Way, our running game will be the best defense against Josh Allen. To be honest, agreed 100%.
Me too. I agree.
Craig says, put your feet on their necks all game long. Damn, Craig. Monte Carlo says 34-31 Bird Gang.
I'm
Craig
with
needs
you,
to get.
Monte Carlo. That's my prediction too.
Carlos says factual Dixon way, play keep away and gut check them. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, hey
It's just
guys.
been great.
Um, Craig says, sorry, T Will. I was dropped as a baby. And now I have a big old head. I was dropped too,
Oh,
Craig. I was and as you can tell, like you can see, I'm not even gonna crack that joke. I'm not even gonna crack that. I would, but
oh
Carrie, we
wow.
have ladies here. I'm not gonna crack that joke. But it's okay, Craig. Hey man, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's all good. So yeah, hey Carrie, this was fun. Tell these folks so they can find you. Tell our family in the chat where they can find you, but don't give them your address. Okay?
Okay,
Don't
yes, definitely. I'm not giving out my address. I'm
don't
sorry.
do that. Yep.
Um, unless you're picking me up in the PJ to head to Atlanta. Because I really wish I was gonna be able to make it for that Monday Night Football game. First time hosting, Monday Night Football since like almost 10 years ago, I believe, like 8 years
Yeah.
ago or so. So
Been a
that's gonna
while.
be if we get the win, man. I know Falcons fans are gonna be uh, having a great time
Craig,
celebrating that.
Craig,
So what's your address? Oh gosh,
Craig is,
yeah.
is is playing the role of Eric Parker today. So
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it,
But
Craig. But no, you can find me here once a week with Terry on the Terry and Carrie show. You can find me on One Time for the Fan and also on Twitter at Carrie Lynn XOX. So. Yeah,
love
and you
it.
can find me Monday night celebrating a Falcons win. Just saying.
Smoking on that Bills pack, baby.
Yeah,
Just
that
saying.
reminds me. I got to get that meme ready actually, just in case. I gotta have it. I gotta have it in the chamber just in case.
Oh man. Dixon Way says great show and watch Marvel Zombies today, T Will. I got you covered, Dixon Way. I got you covered. And Dixon Way, hey man, enjoy your day, brother. Enjoy your day.
Yes,
Have
have a
a
great day,
great
Larry.
day. Have a great birthday. And I hope you have a story to tell, Dixon Way, that you can't tell. That's how good I hope your birthday is. I hope
Oh,
your
wow.
story, your birthday
Chill.
something
He's a
you can't
family
even tell a
man.
story. He can have it with his wife, Carrie. Pause. I don't know why I said pause. I just felt the need to say pause. I'm not saying anything nefarious. I'm just saying with your wife. Like you can, I'm gonna shut up now. You
Oh,
got weird.
pause.
I'm gonna
Okay,
shut
we
up.
don't need.
But I'm just saying. I hope he has a great. You know what I'm
Please,
saying? Because
Shonda, if you're listening, please don't mind my
they're a
co-host
great
here.
couple. Like
He's
I
on that
love
Mountain
Larry
Dew.
and Shonda.
He's on that Mountain Dew. Please forgive
But
him.
I meant I'm saying when I.
See,
You know what?
Larry
Never
agrees.
mind.
I'm a family man. He
Never
said
mind.
he's never
But I
been
meant
to.
in a good way. I meant in a good way, like not in a bad way, right? Like you
Mhm.
know what? This is just getting worse. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna
Yes,
quit while
just
I'm
stop while
behind.
you're ahead.
I'm. A,
But
I hope
no,
you have a
what he
great
meant to
birthday
say,
weekend.
yes,
He
what
says
he
stay
meant to say,
quiet.
what he meant to say, Larry, is that he hopes you have an amazing day today. Literally,
Right,
lots of blessings to you, an
right.
amazing year, and enjoy your time with little Larry and Shonda, and many blessings to you. Hope you have a great day, and we look forward to the story you get to tell us about your beautiful family day on your birthday.
What she said. Right. There you go.
Oh wow, I
What
got
what
an S from last night's show. That's so funny.
Hey, Larry, either way, we love you, man. Uh
You guys are
Thank you
awesome.
for cleaning that up for him, Carrie. Larry knows what I meant.
Okay.
Craig says she will need Jesus in his life. I do every day. I do every day, Craig. You're right. 100%. I could not make him without him. Amen. Pam says, great show. Be safe. Rise up, Falcons. Carrie, I will be celebrating with you on our win. Hey, Miss Pam, we love you. And we're
Thank you,
with you.
Miss Pam.
We
Yes,
love you.
definitely.
Hey, this was what a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Carrie and I did. Hopefully you were entertained a little and we talked Falcons and hey man, we can come back. Carrie, let me ask you this question. And I don't know how you feel about it because I know we tried it and it definitely was not easy. Do you want to do a live broadcast during the
I
Falcons
knew
game?
you were gonna
Ah!
I knew you were gonna say that. Um,
I miss Monday night football, right?
right. It's Monday night football. I'm guessing you're not going to the game then, right?
No, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Um, let's talk off air about that and see.
Okay. All right. That's
Because,
cool.
like you said, I don't know. Shout out to Larry in the chat. Shout out to the Dixon Way. He does watch alongs for all the Atlanta sports teams, also
Yep.
for his wife Shonda's Florida Gators. He literally say, I mean, he does celebrate or get upset, but he's very calm, cool, and collected. And me, when I'm watching Falcons, I mean, it's like I have an out, it's like an out of body experience, guys. So like, if
Carrie's
we're
gonna be
winning,
throwing stuff at the screen. Well,
exactly.
hopefully not.
But
Hopefully
hey, T
not.
Will, like actually you might be onto something because maybe we'll get a lot of views that way. So
I mean, you know what? Look, it's only one game. We could do it and decide we don't like it, or we could do it and be like, you know what, I love it. Let's do
yeah.
it again. I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like it. So yeah, we'll talk offline about that.
Yeah,
But
because
no,
man, I get very into it. I mean, you've
I
seen
know.
firsthand, even at the Bucks game, my legs were shaking. I was so into it and, nervous and excited and mad and I got happy. I go through all the emotions at Falcons games, watching at
Yeah,
home. Like,
yeah.
so I remember we tried it last season, right, with Jack,
It
and
was hard.
it
It
was
was
too
hard.
hard because it's like
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to give props to Larry because it's
Oh
like
yeah.
you're supposed to be providing commentary to the viewer like as if they're not watching the game, maybe they're not
Right.
able to, but I'm so into the game. It's more so me just reacting to what's happening
Right.
and telling
Right.
you
No,
what's
and
happening.
you're 100% right. Like you got to have a certain amount of discipline to do that. So you guys know me. I have like a million monitors. I got so many. I promise you, my wife tells me all the time, if you were not a technician, I swear you'd be a serial killer. And I don't know, whatever. I've never thought that. But the point is, like, it is NASA up in here. Okay. So I can literally be on a podcast and have the game up on another screen. So I was thinking about doing that. Um, but to your point, like if it goes wrong, I don't want to say the outlandish bad stuff that I say while I'm watching the game, right? Because I'm working on my cussing, but I'm a bit of a potty mouth. So you know what? Let's talk about it offline. Let's talk about it offline.
Yeah,
And I mean,
definitely.
we'll
But
you know, we'll see. But hey, to everyone who joined us in the chat, first and foremost, thank you guys. This has been so much fun. This was just a
oh, good.
fellowship, and we hope you enjoyed it. But let me tell you something. It is all love. It's love for our Falcons. It's love for you guys. A lot of you guys, we see you guys every week. And hey, man, we are rooting for you, praying for you. And we just love you guys, man. We love to talk with you. We love to talk Falcons with you. We love to fellowship with you. And what a great time, man. So, hey, man, you know, enjoyed it. Miss Carrie, as always, it's fun with you. And I won't have any more Mountain Dews today. I promise. I'm at my limit.
Oh, good.
I will not. I know I overdid it a little bit, but whatever. It was fun. Last but not least, thank you to God for waking me up this morning. I appreciate it. To everybody, you guys have a great, wonderful weekend. Be safe, enjoy yourselves, and hey, man, live it to the fullest. And thank you guys for joining our show on For My ATL Sports One on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are so inclined. And hey, man, go Falcons. We will see you guys. Wait, Carrie, are you on the show tonight with
No, but I'll
Dansby?
be on Breakfast with 110 for the fan tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. So Carrie,
Yes.
myself, and Jack will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I believe Jack and myself will probably see you tonight with Damsky and Carrie. You'll probably be in the chat, right?
Yes,
So,
I will.
you know, we'll either way, we'll see you in some form. But hey, you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much, and go Falcons.
Rise up. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Rise up.
Let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. He will,